Hello students and welcome to today's class. If you can hear me, please raise your hands. Please introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from, what you do, and anything else about you. Thank you very much, Saha, and welcome to today's class. Arturo, please introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from, what you do, and anything else about you. I seem to have lost Arturo. Evandro, please introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from, what you do, and anything else about you. Evandro, if you'd like to speak, make sure that your mic is green so that you're able to speak. Click on it. Okay, it seems Evandro is not speaking. Okay. Murat, welcome to today's class. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. Murat and Patch, if you can hear me, could you please raise your hand? Students, why I'm asking you to raise your hand is to know whether you can hear me, so that I can assign you microphones. Remember, you have come to class so that you're able to participate, you're able to speak. If there seems to be a problem, you can communicate with me via the chat bar, and I will be able to assist you. Okay, I'm going to start the class. My name is Grace Mooley, all the way from Cape Town, South Africa, and I am going to be your teacher. Today's lesson is about looking for a job. Now, how many names of jobs can you think of? How many names of jobs can you think of? Saha, please go ahead. Oh, well done, Saha. Doctor, chef, lawyer, pilot, driver, accountant, manager, secretary. Those are the kind of jobs that you could think about. This is quite excellent. Well done. Anybody else who would like to name some few jobs? Who would like to name some few jobs? Evandro? Okay, I don't know what seems to be the problem, but I cannot hear you. So you're talking about an engineer, police officer. Yes, those are some of the examples. We have a teacher. A teacher is a job. An assistant, you can actually call a personal assistant. Yes, those are jobs. This is some of examples of jobs that you'd actually talk about. Okay. Anybody else would like to give us some examples? Okay. Nobody has any other suggestion. I'm going to look at, do you know these jobs? I have a police officer, farmer, a teacher, an accountant, a sailor, or a sales assistant. What do you think? Do you know some of these jobs? Are you familiar with these jobs? If you are, put the words into groups. We have outside jobs and inside jobs. Saha, tell us the outside jobs, please. Well done. Yes, well done. Those are outside jobs. Absolutely correct. Now, I want somebody to talk about the inside jobs, please. Students, I'd like you to speak. Remember, if you don't speak, this is a timed lesson. If you don't speak, I'll not be able to grade you. And I really want to grade you so that you can move on to the next slide, and that's why I'm asking for your participation. Saha, give us the inside jobs. Well done. That's absolutely correct, Saha. Yes, teacher, accountant, and sales assistant are inside jobs. Okay, students, does anybody have a question? Something I said in the class you haven't understood, or you would just like me to explain to you what the words mean? Okay, I'm going to move on to the next slide if nobody has a question, and I'm going to look at what jobs would you like? What jobs wouldn't you like? I'd like to be an accountant. I wouldn't like to be a sailor. This is some of the examples, and my example would be, I'd like to be a teacher. I wouldn't like to be a laborer or a taxi driver. Okay? So I'd like somebody to tell me, what kind of jobs would you like? What kind of jobs would you like? Saha, go ahead, please. Okay, Saha, you'd like to be a website designer. What jobs wouldn't you like? What jobs wouldn't you like? Quite interesting, Saha. You wouldn't like to cook. Wow. I wouldn't like to be a chef. I'm not a very great cook, but that's not something. I don't have a strong point. And you said you wouldn't like to be, sorry, the second job, an accountant. Yes, an accountant. Even me, I wouldn't want to be an accountant because I think accounting is boring. That's my opinion. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to share with us? Hey. Hey, nobody else wants to speak? Now, we're going to look at our next slide, and we're going to look at where can you look for a job as a teacher, a sales assistant, an accountant, or a nurse. Where can you look for these jobs? Where can you look for these jobs? Students, where do you look for a job as a teacher, as a sales assistant, or an accountant? Saha, please go ahead. Yes, magazine. You can actually look on the internet. Yes. Also some examples. Other things, maybe. Other things that you haven't talked about. Okay, I'll give you some examples that you can look for a job. Saha, go ahead. Yes, they're actually called bulletins. Bulletins, even you can use notice boards. Notice boards where you put announcements. You know, and Evrando said a job agency. Yes, a job agency is actually a good thing. So how do you use job agency in your country? Okay, which word don't you know? Which word? Tell me. Okay, I'll type it out for you. Look at the, can you see the note section? A bulletin is a place where on a computer, can you see it? Can you see in the note section? Saha? Okay. So it's whereby you can actually post. Yes. And even notice board. You know, sometimes when you go to certain buildings and then they have for job, like they're looking, for example, have you ever gone to a restaurant and they have a place, they say they're looking for waitresses or they're looking for cleaners? Have you ever seen something like that? On restaurants where they put a poster. You know what a poster is? Okay, I'll explain to you. If you go to a restaurant, they put like a piece of paper that says, for example, Waitron needed. And then it says ask management. Down there it says in small letter ask management. Okay. So it's on the door. Most likely it's usually on the door so that you can, when you come into the restaurant you can see if you're interested. So other places that you can look for jobs is at a job fair. Have you ever seen those job fairs? That job fairs, and then through friends and family. For example, somebody tells you there is an opening in our company, you could apply for the job. Okay? Saha, what would you like to say? Saha, you asked something. Could you please repeat it? I did not hear you clearly because my mic was on. I'm writing it again for you. A job fair is an event which people looking for a job can meet possible employers. For example, do you know maybe they meet at, they have, like they say there's a conference, maybe at a certain hotel. There is a meeting and you can actually go there with your CV and you can submit it and they will be able to help you. There are different kinds of agencies that will be there. You understand, Zaha? Yes? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I've actually written for you. Saha, do you understand? Okay, no problem. Don't apologize. Yes, I can. Okay. For example, okay, let me ask. This is personal. How old are you? Okay. Have you ever gone for, why I'm asking is because I want to make you understand. Have you ever gone for a meeting whereby you've gone with people from your workplace, but there are other people from different different companies. Saha? Saha, I'd like you to answer the question. Yes, a meeting. No, yes, in a job. But it doesn't have to be in your job, but there are people from other companies. People for other companies that are looking for people to employ. Now, do you understand? Okay, let me write it. Saha, do you speak Arabic? Okay, okay. I'll do this. I'll translate for you in Arabic. Is that fine? Okay, I'll translate it to you. Give me a second. Saha, is that better? Okay, I think okay, I think I've typed it wrongly. Do you want me to type it again? But do you understand when I've written it in Arabic? Because I know Arabic starts from the right, not the left like English. Okay, let me type it again. Let me type it again, sorry. Okay, there. Can you see the font? I have actually typed it from the left-hand side. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that you understand. It's because, I don't know, every time I try to type it, it changes. I don't know why. Sorry, but I tried my level best. Okay. I'm glad that you understand. Okay. And I'm glad for your questions, because the more you ask, the more you are able to understand. I think that's easier on the chat bar. Okay. Now that we have done that, I'd like us to look at our final task for today's lesson. And our final task is about a job fair. A job fair. So, since it's just you're the only person who's participating, you're going to be student A and I'm going to be student B. Okay? So, you're looking for a new job. Tell student B what you're looking for. Student A, where to find this kind of job. Now, go ahead. Tell me what kind of job you're looking for, please. What kind of qualifications do you have? Okay. What? You said you're looking for a job as a web designer. Have you done anything to do with web design? So you're doing XML teach, because I did HTML before they changed to X. Okay. And have you done any Dreamweaver? We're looking for somebody who and any Adobe? Have you done any Adobe programs? That's nice. That's nice. So it means because if you've used Photoshop, Dreamweaver is close to Photoshop. So you'll be able to work in my company, because I have an advertising company and you're just the right person I'm looking for. So please give me your CV, and I hope it has all your contact details, and I'll get back to you. Welcome. See you around. Okay. Now, Saha, you see, you tell what we were talking about when I asked you whether you've done these different kinds of programs. I'm talking about qualifications. Qualifications. It means you have learned these things, you have gone to school, and you understand, you understand how to interact with these programs. Okay. Now, Saha, now that we have finished the class, I'd like to find out, do you have any questions for me? Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed the lesson, Saha. Evrando, Murat, and Patch, I have assigned each one of you a microphone. I requested for you to speak, but none of you participated in the lesson, so I will not be able to grade you because you did not even take initiative to try and speak in today's class. I realize that we can be shy in class, But remember, if you keep quiet, then you will not be able to move on to the next class, because the more you're graded, the more um, you improve on your progress. Please don't come to class and keep quiet, because it is a way for you to ask questions. If you don't understand, I will find a way to make you understand. I will translate it into your language, because I'd like you to become fluent. Yes, Evranda, you explained that you had a problem with your mic. Sorry about that. Next time when you come to class, come a bit early and try and sort out your mic problems, okay? Saha, don't worry. It's not about speaking it well. It's about your participation. Remember, the more you participate, the more you interact with the teacher, the more the teacher can assist you. The more you ask questions, the more you learn. The more you're able to learn new phrases and new words. So please don't apologize. Remember, you're here so that I can assist you. Don't worry about that, because I help you, and when I help you, it means I comment on how you did on your English. And the same way, you're able to learn. So next time you come into class, you're more confident, you know the word, and you know the meaning, and you're sure of how to use it. Please, don't feel shy. Don't feel shy, Saha, because at the end of the day, remember, you're trying to be confident. This is a place where you can practice your English to become confident. Remember, I cannot see you, so I cannot give you the judgmental look. When you're outside there, when you speak to an English speaker who has been speaking it their whole life, then they will give you the judgmental look. I cannot see you, and at the same time, I will not, because my job is to assist you. So don't worry about anything. Don't worry about that. Okay, students? I hope you enjoyed the class. Hope to see you again. Saha, enjoy the rest of your day and hope to see you again. Goodbye. Yes, I've given you the slides, Saha. I've already given you the slides. And one thing before I leave, sorry, don't forget to grade me as your teacher. I would really appreciate it.